So a new piece of research highlighted by TechCrunch reveals something surprising. And what they found out is not just a coincidence, because fraud in venture-backed startups has actually increased over the past 2 decades. Fraud is more common to startups with founder-friendly deals. This is very relatable.
Friend.
So there's no like in-depth thing.
Yes.
So we have complex ownership structures. We have companies that raise money during hype cycles.
Yeah. And speaking about the hype cycle, it's more common now.
Yeah.
There's too much hype.
With the AI thing.
Everybody now is now wanting to go into the billion-dollar valuation. Even the companies are.
So still on the biggest stories in tech, we have like a very uncomfortable topic.
Yeah.
So it's a VC-backed startup, and it kind of challenges one of the biggest narratives in tech.
Okay.
So the venture capital-backed startups are the smartest, most promising companies in the world.
Okay.
But what if that's not like entirely true? And what if they're like capable to commit fraud? Like they're more likely to commit fraud.
Yeah.
So a new piece of research highlighted by TechCrunch reveals something surprising. So VC-backed startups are more likely to face fraud allegations than startups that didn't take venture capital. So researchers analyzed hundreds of startup fraud cases over 650 VC-backed companies. And what they found out is not just a coincidence, because fraud in venture-backed startups has actually increased over the past 2 decades. Like according to research, you could like see what has been going on in the VC-backed companies. So now, even more interesting, it's not really about bad founders. It's just like the biggest driver is like it's just something else entirely.
It's an entire system.
Do you get? So now, according to another research, fraud is more common to startups with founder-friendly deals. This is very relatable.
Friend.
So there's no like in-depth thing.
Yes.
So we have complex ownership structures. We have companies that raise money during hype cycles. We have founders that have too much control.
Yes.
We have things that became too complicated to track.
And speaking about the hype cycle, it's more common now. There's too much hype.
With the AI thing and everything.
The AI thing is there, but startups are like, it's just like with the case of Elon Musk getting to the $1 trillion.
That's a whole lot of hype.
Bro, there was hype.
That's a whole lot of hype.
There was hype. Now, he has dropped down. I think it's around 600 billion or thereabouts. You get, and the investors in SpaceX are literally crying now. So you see the whole hype cycle is crazy.
He has a way of crashing things. He has a way of
after the hype is like the hype has taken everything up.
And now there's no hype again, so it's crashing down. I get you.
You get.
So this is what economists call an agency problem. Because not being able to track what's going on over the period of time, it's just a whole, people running the company, they are not always fully aligned with the people funding it.
There's a much gap.
So in startups, there is this gap between investors, people working in founders, people working in the company, and also it's too complicated for people to like comprehend and work actively how they are supposed to. So let's think about what it means to run a VC-backed startup. So you raise millions. You promise massive growth. You're expected to become a billion-dollar company. That's like very fast.
And the crazy
swift.
And the crazy thing is that everybody now is now wanting to go into the billion-dollar valuation. Even the companies even startups of yesterday.
Elon Musk has become a template. And everything has a journey. So you need to take this step by step, bit by bit.
And funny enough, like you said, Elon Musk has become a template because this guy has been working for years.
He has.
And the people that started yesterday are it's good to emulate this kind of thing, but you should know that there's a work going on. Like there's a work that's been going on. We are good to celebrate the success, forgetting the work that's been done.
You get,
and we all just want to arrive at the result and forget that there's a work.
There's a process.
And now that's what comes with the whole hype.
So now the whole thing is, if you fail, you disappear. And then if you succeed, you become like the next unicorn.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So now this kind of pressure creates a very dangerous environment, because it doesn't like match the expectations of people. The investors are expecting something from you. The people working for you, they're expecting something. So with the whole hyped up, do you understand, everything, it becomes toxic.
Yeah.
So what you're expecting is what you're not getting.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So now founders begin to find a way to twist the truth. They begin to bend the truth.
Yeah.
You literally don't even know what is going on with where you're working.
For real.
Yeah. So here is the part that should worry investors the most. Now, it seems like the founders are involved in fraud. They often go to new companies. They begin to find a way to start new companies again, abandoning the ones they started. You get, so there's no real consequences, they are permanent damages.
Yeah.
There is no damage control. You get, so once you fail in this particular thing, you're not trying to resurrect it. You're trying to move into the next available thing.
There's a popular quote that's been going up and down in the whole startup sector, where be like, you have to keep trying, you have to keep trying. They'll be like, do you know how many companies alone was building that has failed? How many startups? You have to keep trying, even though one fails.
But that's a lack of accountability system.
Yes.
It makes
most of these founders can't account why.
Do you understand? So now you have a venture startup and you're not even accountable. So today you start up a new one, tomorrow you fail. The whole venture capital sector, you're not being accountable. Like it dents the image of that particular sector.
Yeah.
So what it means for the future startup is that you need to rethink as a startup person, as a business venture person, how are deals structured?
Yeah.
These are things that you need to think about. How much control do you give your founders? Because the amount of control you give to founders determine how complex or complicated business will go on the long run. Now you're talking about how closely companies are monitored, because right now the incentive may not be rewarding, but then growth is, when you grow over time, that's like a true growth. So you grow over time, you monitor everything, you could be able to track the movement of how your company is being run.
So everything is basically based on structure.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Structure, accountability, credibility, and all of those things. So when you are all of this in quotes, you could be able to get investors coming to invest, knowing that at the end of the day, there is something to return to them. And then for those working under you as, subordinate colleagues and all, they know that, we've worked a long way for this, and whatever reward they are getting at last is something they deserve, not something gotten out of fraud. So now this is not just about fraud, though. It's about culture. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's like a culture where speed is more important than accuracy. So now it doesn't matter how you got there, you just have to get there. Secondly, visions matter more than reality. So you are delusional. You're seeing somebody's success, but you don't know how this person got to this particular success. You're just being delusional about all of it. You just want to arrive there. So you're not being real. You're not telling yourself the truth. And then thirdly, the storytelling. So the story you're trying to pass through, sometimes it hides the truth.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So now next time you hear, do you understand?
Yeah.
So now next time you hear about a startup raising millions, don't ask you don't have to ask the regular question.
Yes.
You could ask a different question. It's not just how fast are they growing?
Yeah.
Do you get? But how real is the story? because you could present one thing
I feel like
and you're
this,
meaning another thing.
yeah, because this Elon Musk issue has actually taught so many people. Anyway, this whole thing has been happening even before the whole Elon Musk issue. But
Yeah.
why I make reference to the whole
There was a
Elon,
spike
there was a
after,
very, very big hype.
yeah.
And not that the things Elon does are not worth believing, no.
Mm,
That's billion, because I have a friend that actually bought that stock and he lost money, serious money in it, So I feel like this whole thing is kind of like a meme coin. The hype is there. It's going to triple X, it's going to do this, it's going to immediately you invest your money.
it goes,
Yeah, the people that built the coin,
yeah.
they've pulled out their, and you are left with
Nothing.
imaginary figures.
Yeah, so now in the world of venture capitals,
Yeah.
sometimes it's not just about, sometimes the biggest risk is not about the failure.
Yeah.
It's about believing that this whole thing I've been believing has not just been real
Yeah, in
in the
the
first place. It
Yeah.
hasn't been true. So you were actually working on shadows.
Yeah. All right, we've come to the end of today's episode, and kindly subscribe and like if you want to keep seeing and getting more tech updates and future innovation and everything that has to do with business. We kindly advise you to subscribe, click on the subscribe button, and also
Like and
we
share.
keep and share. We keep updating you. Peace and love. Bye.